students, today I am starting with Roman numerals. This video is for standard 4 and standard 5 because this chapter belongs to both the classes. And before starting this chapter, I would like to say please solve exercise 1 because it is totally based on revision work, whatever you learn in previous classes. So exercise 1 you have to solve by yourself, and in exercise 2 the chapter is Roman numerals, and now I am starting with Roman numerals. As you know, it is not new term for you because in previous classes you already learned something about Roman numerals. Class in standard 3 it is being taught up to 50, and in standard 4 it is being taught up to 100. Class 4 and class 5, here in this video we learn how to represent in Roman numerals up to 500. So as you know, it is not new term, as you also use this numerals like in your homework copy anywhere for listing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In our mathematics we use this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Both are the ways to represent number. This is Hindu-Arabian style system. Hindu-Arabian system of representing numbers. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, which we use in our general purpose for mathematics, and general purpose we use Hindu-Arabian system of representing numbers. These are the Roman numerals. Okay. Here in this chapter we will learn how to represent Roman numerals. How to represent numbers in Roman numeral system. Here are two terms. One is number and one is numeral. Both are different. Number is value. Whereas numeral is symbol used to represent the value. Numerals are symbols used to represent the values. Suppose this is of 3, its value is 3, and this is also 3. Value is same 3, but here in Hindu-Arabian system 3 is represented like this 3, and in Roman style it is like this. So symbols may be changed. Number can't be changed. Value will be same. In Roman numerals, as you know from your earlier class, that we have 7 symbols. And in this we have 10. Total 10 symbols. 0, 1 to 9. Total 10 symbols. You can count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 10 symbols. 10 symbols means 10 digits. Okay. And here in Roman style, in Roman system, we have only 7. Symbols which are used to represent numbers. And these 7 symbols are 1, 5, 10, 50, 100, 500, 1000. I for 1, V for 500, V for 5, X for 10, L for 50, C for 100, D for 500 and M for 1000. We have only these 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 symbols to represent Roman numerals. Now, how we utilize these 7 symbols to represent numbers? See, there are some rules. There are some rules to represent numbers in Roman numerals. First of all, we will learn rule number 1. First of all, we will learn rule number 1. Rule number 1. Rule 1 of representing numbers. Simply 1 for 1, 5 for 5, V for 5 and X for 10, so on. But how to represent 2? How to represent 3, which are not in this list? So there are some rules. The rule 1 says repetition. Repetition of Roman numerals means addition. Repetition of rule 1 says repetition of Roman numerals mean addition. See how. 1 time 1, I for 1, 2 time I for 2, 3 times I is 1 plus 1 plus 1. Is it addition? 3. Okay, same way. 1 plus 1, 2 times 2. Okay, 10. X 10, X and X. 10 plus 10. It is 20. Okay, see. Sorry, 1 times C equal to 100, 2 times C equal to 100 plus 100, it is 200, 3 times C equal to 100 plus 100 plus 100 equal to 300. Okay, same way we can repeat M for 1000, M for 2000, 1000 plus 1000, 2000. Similarly, with repetition of Roman numerals means additions. But there are some cautions. Which we have to keep in mind during repetition. Okay. First one, number 1. Caution number 1. It says only 1, 10, 100 and 1000. 1, 10, 100, 1000 can be repeated. Okay, can be repeated. Okay, this 1, 10, C and L. 1, 10, C and L can be repeated. For keeping in mind, we can memorize like this. Those Roman symbols which contains 1 and 0 can be repeated. Those which contains 5 can't be repeated. Those Roman symbol which contain 5 can't be repeated, and those Roman symbols which contain 1 and 0 can be repeated. And in that's why 1, 10, 100 and 1000, I, X, C and M can be repeated, and rest 3, that is B, L and D. B, L and D can't be repeated. B, L and D can't be repeated. That's why number 2. B, L and D can't be repeated. Can't be repeated means series. We have total 7, in which this will be repeated, B, 10, C and D, and rest 3, B, L and D can't be repeated. Keep that check in mind. Okay. Now, third precaution says third precaution says Roman numeral can be repeated only 3 times. Number 3. It can be repeated only 3 times. 3 times. It can be repeated only 3 times. Okay, that's why I have not written 1, 2, 3, 4 for making 4. We can write, but we will not. It's wrong. We can't write. For making 40, no, it will be wrong. We can't write this 100, 100, 100, 100, 400. It's wrong. Okay, we can't write because Roman numerals can be repeated only 3 times, not more than 3 times. Okay, and only among 4 can be repeated. Among 4 symbols of Roman numerals, 4 symbols, 1, 10, 100 and 1000 means I, X, C, M can be repeated. Rest B, L, D can't be repeated. Number 2. See. A Roman numeral written, getting a Roman numeral written, a smaller Roman numeral written to the left of a larger, Roman numeral, it is subtracted from the larger number. from the larger number. Example like Ix. What we say this? Ix. This is a smaller and this is larger. Okay, because it is 1, it is 10. Then what happened? And it is a smaller is written to the left. A smaller is written to the left of the larger. Then what happened? As per the rule, a smaller Roman numeral written to the left of the larger Roman numeral, it is subtracted from the larger number. What is the larger? 10. 10 minus 1 equal to 9. Can we write 9 like this? Yes. One more example. Remember, this is 1 and this is 5. Here the smaller is written left side. That's what happened. 5 minus 1 equal to 4. Can we write like this? 4. Yes, we can write. We write 4 like this. I being 4. Okay. Now, there are some exceptions too in this. Number 1. Number 1. B, L, and D can't be subtracted. Can't be subtracted. Can't be subtracted. Okay. See, B, L, D can't be subtracted. Okay. Then we can subtract only I, X, C. I, X, C. We can subtract only I, X, C. Okay. Number 2. We can't write like this. B, X. Wrong, because B, L, and D can't be in the left side of a larger numerals. Very simple. B, L, and D. What? B, L, and D can't be to the left side of a larger number. Keep in mind always B, L, and D can't be to the left side of their larger numerals. Okay. Now you have to keep in mind number 2. Now you have to keep in mind number 2. That is, I can be subtracted from B and X only. I can be subtracted means 1. I can be subtracted from X and B. X and B only. I, this. We can write only IV, IX. Okay, it is 4 and it is 9. We can't write I, M, IC. Can't write. Okay, I am. We can't write. We can write means I can become to the left of only B and X. I come to the left of B and X only. Okay, next I am writing here number 3. Next, X. X can be subtracted from L and C only. L and C only. See, X can be subtracted from L and C only. Sorry, not X can be subtracted from L and C only. We can write XL. What it become? This is 10 and this is 50. Means it is larger and it is left side. That's why 50 minus 10, it is 40. It is 40. We can write XC. It is 10. It is 100. It is 100 minus 10 equal to 90. XL equal to 40 and XC equal to 90. We never write XD. XD. No. We can never write XM. It will be wrong. Okay. Now, number 4. Number 4. That is C can be subtracted from D and M only. D and M only. C can be subtracted from D and M only. We can write CD. We can write CD. CD means C for 100 and D for 500. It is smaller, it is larger, that's why 500 minus 100, it become 400. Okay, next we can write what I have written. C can be subtracted from D and M only. We can write CM. It become C for 100 and M for 1000. And this is the larger, that's the 1000 minus 100, it will become 900. Okay, so once I am repeating rule 2. A smaller Roman numeral written to the left, focus it, to the left of a larger Roman numeral, it is subtracted from the larger numeral. It is subtracted from the larger numeral. Now we have to keep some precautions, some cautions. What symbols can be written to the left and what can't be written to the left. We can't write V, L and D. We can't write V, L and D to the left. Keep in mind, we can't write V, L and D to the left. Okay, and one more thing, V, L and D. V, L and D can't be repeated. Okay. Next, I can be subtracted from X and V. I can be subtracted from X and V. I is from this and this. I can be subtracted from V and X. Okay. Same way, X can be, see the graph, X can be subtracted from L and C. X can be subtracted from L and C. Same way, C can be subtracted from D and M. Can you get any similarities? Yes. I from next two Roman symbols, X from next two Roman symbols, C from next two Roman symbols. Okay. Next, all are clear. I can be subtracted from X and V only. X can be subtracted from L and C only. And number 4, C can be subtracted from D and M. Okay. Now we come to the third rule. Rule third. A smaller Roman numeral written to the right of a smaller Roman numeral written to the right of a larger Roman numeral. It is added. It is added to the larger numeral. Very simple. Earlier we have told, means you learn what happened when a smaller Roman numeral is written to the left of a larger Roman numerals. Now you have to learn what happens when a smaller Roman numeral is written to the right. Like x1. What happened? This is the smaller. This is the smaller because it is 1 and it is 10. And it is right to the larger. Then what happened? It become 10 plus 1. It means 11. 10 plus 1 it means 11. Okay. Now next. What we can say? 10 plus 1 plus 1, it will become 12. Okay, same way. What happened? 10 plus 10 plus 1, 20. What happened? Lx, 50 plus 10 equal to 60. Okay. What happened? Cx, 100 plus 10 equal to 110. Same way. When a smaller Roman numeral written to the right of a larger Roman numeral, it is added to the larger Roman numeral. Clear? Now one more rule, that is rule number 4. That is rule number 4. When a smaller Roman numeral is written in between two larger Roman numerals. What happened? What happens? When a smaller Roman numeral is written in between two larger Roman numerals, what happened? It is subtracted. It is subtracted from the larger Roman numeral immediately following it. Immediately following it. Okay, see, it says when a smaller Roman numeral is written in between. First you learn left, second you learn right, and now in between. Okay, in that case, when a smaller Roman numeral is written in between two larger Roman numerals, then what happens? It is subtracted from the larger Roman numeral immediately following it. Example. There are three Roman numerals. Three. It is 10. It is 1. It is 5. What it is? This is immediately followed by it. This is now B. 5 is immediately followed by 1. That's why 10 plus 5 minus 1. It means 10 plus 4 equal to 14. Got it? When smaller, this is the smaller, you can see smaller is in between two larger Roman numerals, then what happened? It is subtracted from the larger Roman numeral which is immediately following. इसके बाद तुरंत बाद जो रोमन numerals होता है उससे उसको 1 माइनस करना होता है. Okay, in this way this becomes 14. 10 plus this equal to 14. And simply you know very well that IB is 4. That's why 10 plus 4 equal to 14. Okay. Now you have learned all these rules, all the rules regarding representing Roman numerals. Now it is time to solve the exercise. Now it is time to solve the exercise. Before going to the exercise, I would like to make you aware regarding what types of questions are asked. What types of questions are asked in this chapter. For both class 4 and class 5. No any major difference. There is a minor difference. In class 4 you have to learn, you have to practice up to 100, and for class 5 you have to learn, you have to practice up to 500. This is the minor difference. Now, types of questions. You may be asked write the Roman numerals of the following. In Hindu it may be given. See the example. Like for class 4, I will give you the example up to 100, and for class 5, I will give you the example up to 500. For class 4, suppose you have given 78. What will be this? 78. Okay. 78 for 50. You have to write L. Okay. L plus 7 T. For writing better, you have to do like this. 70 plus 8. 70 plus 8. You have to write this in expanded form. Easily solving this, you have to write 78 into expanded form. How will you write 70? It will be L plus 10 plus 10. Okay, it will be 70 because L 50 x 10 x 10. What will be? Plus 70. That's why LXX. Okay, now we have to write for 8. For 8, you know 5 plus 3 times 1 is 8. That's why it will be your answer. It will be your answer. See one more example for class 4. You have to write 92. You have to write 92, and you know very well we can't write like this for making 90. Can it be 90? 50 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 equal to 90? No. It is totally wrong, because we know that we can't repeat any Roman numerals more than 3 times. We can't repeat any Roman numerals more than 3 times. That's why we can't write L plus 4 times x, because we can't repeat more than 3 times. Then we have to keep in mind how to write 90. How to write 90? We write 90 like x c, because c is 100 and x is 10, because c is 100 and x is 10. And what happens when a smaller Roman numeral is written to the left of the larger? It's subtracted from the larger. That's why it becomes 100 minus 10 is 90. For writing 92, you have to write x c plus 2 times 1. It is 92. Okay, same way for class 5, like 196. For class 5, 196. 196. 100 C 90. You have to break this. 100 plus 90 plus 6. For 100 it is C 90. From here you can guess X C and 6 like this. Okay. C X C B 1. Is it clear? CXCV1. CXCV1. One more example. Suppose you have to write 495. 495. 495. It is little bit tough. 495. What will be problem? 495. So first of all, you have to learn how to write 400. How to write 400? Because we can't write C. 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100. We can't write, because know very well can't be repeated more than 3 times. That's why we write 400 like C D. D for 500, C for 100, it is written left to the D, that's why 500 minus 100, it is 400. So, writing 400, we have to write CD. CD. Okay. Now we have to write 95. And for 90, XC. And 5 for this. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Same way, you have to try to solve all this type of question. All this type of question in your exercise. Now, I am trying to make you aware regarding the next type of question. Next type of questions. You can be asked reverse of the first type of question. You can be asked write in Hindu Arabic system of given Roman numerals. Like one example, I am solving from your exercise, like XCI, see 10, 100, 1. We have to focus on this. We have to focus in this. 110. It is in left, so that's why it is 100 minus 10. It is 90 and plus 1. Plus 1. It is 91. It is 91. Okay. Next, see one more example. C x triple time 1. C x triple time 1. It is very simple. There is no any complexities in this, like 100, 110 plus 3. Okay, because there are no any complexities, because it is very simple. Because no any smaller number. A smaller number is written to the left. That's why it is very easy. It's addition only. 3 times 300 plus 10 plus 3. So 313. Answer will be 313. Okay. Now next type of question you may be asked. Next type of questions you may be asked, that is we have to check the given Romans are meaningless or meaningful. Okay, we have to check. You have check to check the given Roman numerals are meaningful or meaningless. Meaningless. You have been given C x x x x. Here. Is it meaningful or meaningless? See this portion. What do you find? 10 is repeated 4 times. 10 is repeated 4 times, which is wrong. We know very well in Roman numerals we can repeat in Romans only 3 times, not more than 3 times. That's why it is meaningless. It is meaningless. Clear? Meaningless. Now you have to compare. You can solve all these types of questions from your exercise. So both class 4 and class 5 have to solve exercise 2, and thereafter there is a assignment 1. Both chapter exercise 1, exercise 2 and assignment 1 you have to complete in your notebook and submit to the school, so that it can be checked whether you are correctly solved or not. Before that, I would like to suggest one thing to solving this exercise very easy. First of all, write these symbols in your first page of your notebook. These symbols: I for 1, B for 5, X for 10, L for 50, C for 100, D for 500, M for 1000. First of all, you have to write this in bold letter so that you can easily see it when you need. And you have to learn, you have to keep in mind, it will be better. And for keeping in mind permanently, you have to practice repeatedly by writing, by memorizing, and so. And next, make a chart in your notebook. Prepare a chart for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, then after 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500. Only these numerals: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 2 times, 30, 3 times x, 40 xc, 50 minus 10, 50, sorry, xc not l, 50 l, 60 l plus 10, and 50 plus 10, lx, lxx, lxxx, okay, xc, xc 90, 100 c, cl, cl 50, cc 200, ccl 250, ccc 300, cccl 350, and 400, C and D. C for 100, D for 500, and it is in left to the D, that's why it has become 400. Next, CDL 450 and 500D. Make a chart this time and learn it. Then after you try to solve the exercise, it will become very easy to solve the exercise. Thank you. Have a nice day.